I am smiling from ear to ear this morning because it is the final day of our fast in this community. And I'm so excited because now you know what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what you need to work more on when it comes to your flesh, when it comes to your thoughts, and when it comes to your divine connection to God. But I want you to know something, that the devil is really mad today. I mean, he's like staggering in hell this morning, mainly because you have gotten a super powerful thing done this week in God. You realize that it is not perfection on a spiritual journey, but it is the imperfection consistency that we put forth. It's the imperfected consistency, because God knew with us being in a human frame that we were going to be imperfect. We're not perfect. So the imperfected consistency will get you into places in this dimension that you never thought. Because what we do, normally what we do, if we make a mistake or if we're not perfect, we tend to just give in and just turn away. But in this fast, what you're learning, even if you didn't make it to sundown every day, but what you're learning is it's not about perfection. It's about the imperfected consistency of getting up and God doing the rest. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to say. And congratulations. I am so proud of each and every one of you. But I wanted to tell you something real quick because God dropped this up in my spirit and I just have to share it with you. God told me just to come up on socials this morning and just put this straight up on blast. He told me to blast this right here on socials. Do y'all want to know what he told me? Okay, so let's get into it. God told me that you are not the ideal candidate for the blessing that you are about to receive. I'm going to say it one more time. God told me to blow up the socials this morning about you. He wanted me to let you know that you are not the ideal candidate for the blessing that you are about to receive. I want you to know something. That people have used titles, hookups, people that they know, and their prestige to get them into doors that they should have never gotten into. It was because they knew the right person, they were in the right family, and they had that going on for them. But it's something different when you're not the ideal candidate, because you don't have all of those. You may have some of them, but you don't have all of those things that other people have had all of these years to get where they needed to go. It's almost like you were on your own and you had to figure your life out, you and God in this relationship. And what God opened my eyes to see is that you have the hookup with the master of the universe, baby. I ain't talking about He-Man. I'm talking about the Most High. And I want you to know that you are not the ideal candidate of the blessings that you're going to receive, the favor that is all around you, doors been slung wide open where angels are standing there holding them open for you. God touching the neurotransmitters in your enemy's brain, honey, so they can go ahead on and bless you. I want you to understand that you ain't the ideal candidate. Come on, somebody. I want you to know this, that when God looks at you, he sees a CEO, he sees a queen, he sees a king, he sees a prince and a princess, he sees a creator of something that will upgrade everybody's lives in this environment. He sees what he created when he looks at you, because you ain't the ideal candidate for the blessing that you get ready to receive. Come on, somebody. The favor that is chasing you, trying to run you down, baby, you ain't the ideal candidate for it. People gonna look at you and wonder, why is it that you got this blessing? How is it that you got all this favor? Because you're not the likely one to get it. You're not the likely one to get it. I want you to understand, neither was David. Come on, somebody. Over there, honey, in the midst of the wilderness, doing what he was doing. But when God has a calling on your life, he will present an opportunity And when your preparation meets an opportunity, dreams manifest in your experience. And I want you to just relax a little bit, unwind, prop up your feet, and stick with God, because he wanted me to blast on socials for you today that you're not going to be the ideal candidate of the blessing that you're about to receive. You're over there in a cubicle somewhere, or you're over there in a job that you absolutely cannot stand. You're over there. Some of you may not even have a job. I really just don't know. But some of you are in situations that are very tough and strenuous on you. It's like vigorous. It takes a lot for you to do what you're doing right now. God told me to let you know to hang on in there, that he is preparing you for greatness. He wanted me to let you know, just hang on in there and stick with him and keep on praying and keep on fasting and keep on giving him glory. He wanted me to let you know just to hang on in there and hold on to your faith and keep on radiating love out into the atmosphere, because angels are pulling your faith, baby, and they have began to clothe your faith in physical matter. Because I want you to understand this one thing right here. You're not the ideal candidate for man, but God had a keen eye when he created you. He created you in his image. And I want you to know that you are the highest expression, come on somebody today, of an idea that God had up in his mind. I want you to understand that you are the highest expression, listen to me, of an idea that God had in his mind when he created you. Everything about you is the high expression in the mind of God. Think about that. He thinks so highly of you, and that's why you're not the ideal candidate to walk through that door. You're not the ideal candidate to get that $1 million gig. You're not the ideal candidate to change the lives of millions off of one idea. You're not the ideal candidate to get that dream spouse that you have been through so much in relationships, and you know your value and your worth, and you've been sitting still for 10 plus years. You're not the ideal candidate to be into just great connections, great relationships, a great frequency of love just exuding in your experience, baby. You're not the ideal candidate for them folks around you, because you're on a whole nother level. You're on a whole nother frequency, and God is with you. But I want you to know that you are the ideal candidate that heaven has in mind. You're that ideal candidate of every good thing that God is trying to get in your experience. You are the ideal candidate that God saw before you got here. And you are the highest expression of an idea in the mind of God that he created and said that it was good. But not only that it was good, that it was very good. You have multiplication and duplication all up in the atoms of your cell. Come on, somebody. Your cells dance and they sing when you get so excited about who God created you to be. You have the power to bring things into your experience off of a simple thought. You have the power to change the way that we live in this world. You have the power to bring things into your experience and make them multiply all over this place, because you are an expression of an idea in the mind of the Most High. So as you go on about your day today, baby, if they look down on you, that's more of an indication, baby, that you're not the ideal candidate for this world and for man. If they talk about you this morning, that's more of a clue, a hidden clue, baby, that you're not the ideal candidate for what they had in mind for you. If they just ice you out and try to do everything to hold you back so you can't get no breakthrough, baby, I want you to understand that's another indication that you're the ideal candidate, because heaven and God done grabbed a hold of you. And I tell you the truth, that if you faint not, if you keep on believing, if you keep on praying, if you keep on fasting, if you stay on fire for the things of God, you will produce much fruit, so much fruit, baby, that you're going to have to give it away. And then you'll be upgrading the lives of those all around you. Why? Because you are the ideal candidate for the kingdom of heaven in this dimension. And until the next video, guys, peace, because I still be believing in you. Bye now.